2023. And so some of the things I want to cover today is what are the things you're going to do a little bit differently in 2023 to have growth, to build, as James talked about, in terms of not only just building yourself as a professional, but also as an entrepreneur and a business owner. So it is the season to make lists, right? And to make a resolution. So I would strongly suggest that you take out a piece of paper and grab a pen, because as we go through this, you're probably going to there's going to be a couple of things in here that you're going to say, oh, that is definitely. All right. So let's get right into it. So one of the things that, and by the way, this is a collection over the years, and I think Neandre talked about this. I've been doing practice development in coaching top advisors for the last 12, 15 years, not just with National Life, but some previous companies that I was affiliated with. So a lot of this has to do with a collection of best practices over the years from like the best of the best that I had the opportunity to work with. So one of the things you have here is really look at the first on your list is identify the clients that you need and want to work closer with in 2023. If you have not segmented your client base, that might be the first place to start. And it's important so that you have, and when we talk about segmentation, it's kind of, who are your A clients, who are your Bs, and then there's pretty much kind of everybody else. I don't think you have to do a whole A, B, C, D. It's really A, B, and everybody else. And the reason why that's important is so that you know in terms of what your strategy is and how you're going to be focused on those A's. What are some of the activities that you're going to do with those A's, whether they be from a client appreciation as well as regular contact, and then what is your contact strategy for the B's? If you have staff, this also helps them to understand who your A clients and who your B clients. So if you have it segmented, great. If you haven't, that might be something you want to put on your list for early 2023. And when I say who still qualifies as A's, because when you put this into motion, what would have been an A client 5 years ago they may not still be an A client based on how your practice is growing and kind of how you define what an A is. They may come down as a B, and you may have Bs who now qualify as an A. And again, this is something you're doing internally. It's not like you're announcing to somebody, who becomes a B, who is a B becomes an A. It's not like you're sending them a letter. This is more about how you're focusing your time and your efforts and where it should be. And part of that is also reviewing your ideal client profile. So if you don't have that, that might be another good exercise. Who are my ideal clients, and who are the folks that I want to serve, and that I actually connect with this group, whether it be profession or whatever it might be. It could be through the church, whatever it might be in terms of your market, and focus on how you're going to attract more of those relationships.